Yo, it's your boy Wes the Tech here to bring you another one of my personal favorite tech tips to help you as an artist grow in your craft. Now, today we're going to go over 3 mistakes every recording artist should avoid, all right? Now, these mistakes that I'm going to go over are huge, all right? These aren't little mistakes. These are big mistakes. These mistakes that I'm about to go over are mistakes that can make or break your career as an independent artist, all right? And I don't just say that lightly. I say that because I'm speaking from experience. I have literally witnessed a number of independent artists end up quitting their dream to become an artist because they couldn't get past these 3 things, all right? So that's what really prompted me to even make this video, so that I can make sure that everybody knows the 3 things that you should never do as an artist, all right? So to jump right into it, the first thing that you should never do not mix and master your own music, all right? This is a big thing when it comes to music, all right? If you notice, no matter what artist that you come across, no matter what artist that you listen to, when it comes to the most famous artists in the world, even the most famous producers in the world, none of them actually mix and master their own music. The reason for that is because mixing and mastering is a beast within itself, all right? It is not something that a beginning independent artist will be able to do at a quality level, all right? Now, when it comes to mix and mastering, you have to understand that the people who know how to mix and master have been learning that craft for years. It's a craft within itself. It's like saying that you want to make a beat and you're gonna learn to, and you're gonna just play the guitar or play the drums, even though you didn't actually take the time to learn it. Mixing and mastering is just as complicated as learning an instrument. So if you're an independent artist thinking that you could just record your music and then just mix and master it and get a quality mix and master, that is not the case. Mixing and mastering is a skill that takes years to refine. Now, the reason I tell you guys do not mix and master your own music is because we live in a day and age that mixing and mastering is not highly expensive. Quality mixing and mastering is not reserved for record labels only. Anybody could get a quality mix and master if they're willing to invest in it. And when it comes to producers and promoters and, marketers and record labels and all of these different things, when it comes to listening to your music, they are going to want to listen to a quality song, all right? I can't tell you how many times that I have personally experienced or personally seen somebody who's higher up, somebody who's a promoter or somebody who's a marketer, have turned down working with an artist because they couldn't get past the quality of the music. And I'm not talking about they're listening to the whole thing. I mean, they're 15 seconds into the song and they're already turning it off because the quality isn't there, all right? That is not a good look that you want to have as an independent artist, especially when you're trying to be successful. You want to put out the most quality music that you possibly can. And if you mix and master your own music, that is not something that is going to be quality. Now, I know some of you guys may be thinking, but what about you, Wes? Don't you mix and master your own music? Yes, I absolutely mix and master my own music. But you also have to understand that I literally put my entire artist side of my career on hold just to master mixing and mastering. It took me several years to learn how to mix and master. And I told myself, if I can't pay to get somebody to mix and master, then I have to learn it myself. But I also understood that learning it was going to take a couple of years, and it actually took me roughly about 5 to 6 years to actually get my mix and mastering to the level that I have it now, all right? So if you're willing to wait 5 or 6 years before starting your career as an independent artist just to learn mix and mastering, then I get it. But if you're not willing to wait that long and you want to really just jump into your craft as an independent artist, leave the mixing and mastering to professional mixing and mastering engineers, all right? So that's the first mistake. Do not mix and master your own music. Avoid mixing and mastering your own music, all right? Now, the second thing that you guys should avoid is avoid paying any marketers or any promoters Anybody on social media who says that they could do this for you or that for you, avoid paying anybody anything when it comes to your music without doing the proper research first. This is another major thing that I have noticed have stopped artists from getting to where they wanted to get to as an independent artist, right? You get somebody who DMs you, or you get somebody who messages you or emails you and say, hey, I could promote your music. I could get your music on Spotify. I could do this for you. I could do this for you. You pay them a fee, and then you realize that they can't do any of those things, and you basically got your money stolen from you. This is a huge thing that every independent artist should avoid, because there are so many people out there who's trying to take advantage of independent artists who just don't know any better, all right? So when it comes to anybody that you're about to pay to do anything for you to help boost or grow your music career, make sure you are doing the proper research. And what I mean by proper research is these people who are these promoters, whatever they may be, they better have a website. There better be a name that's associated with it. There better be a face. There better be all of these different types of things that you should be researching and looking up before you make the decision to pay out any money for their assistance or their service. So this, all right? A while back, I made a video called Beware Fake Promoters, because it's that bad. There's so many of them out there. If you haven't watched that video yet, definitely click on the link above. Check that video out. I explained the key things that you could look into, especially when it comes to social media, to spot fake promoters, all right? So that's the second thing that I want you guys to avoid as a recording artist. Do not pay out any money to any service when it comes to music without doing the proper research first. I have literally watched artists quit because they fell into this trap of paying all of this money out, thinking that they was going to get something in return, and they got nothing, all right? So that's the second big no-no, the second big do not, all right? Now, for the third and final thing that you should avoid as an independent artist, the third thing is to avoid or do not quit your day job, all right? And I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm not saying that, just to be funny, like, don't quit your day job. No, I'm dead serious. Do not quit your day job. And it's not because you cannot be successful as an independent artist. It's not because you don't have the talent. It's not because you don't have the skill. It's not because you don't have the potential. The reason that you should not quit your day job is because you are going to need money to invest in your music career to get you into a position that you could do music full time without that job, all right? It takes money to make money, and the music business is no different. Any other business that you're starting up, let's say you want to start up a coffee shop. Well, you have to find a location, pay the rent for that, buy all the equipment to put in the store. You have to pay so many different things before you can even have the business up and running. Music business is no different. It is exactly the same as any other business. You need money to invest into your music career so you can put yourself in a position to leave that 9-to-5 job. So one of the biggest mistakes that I have seen artists do in the past is they start getting a little traction in their music and they quit their job. Do not do that. Make sure you still are working your 9-to-5 so that you can invest in your music career as much as possible. The more you can invest in your music career, the faster your music career will grow, and the quicker you'll get to that position that you can leave that 9-to-5 job. But if you decide to quit your 9-to-5 job and you don't have that steady income coming in, you can put yourself in a very, very bad position, because you have to remember, you have to have money to live, right? You may be living with your parents, or you may be living on your own. You may have other bills, cell phone bills, all of these different things. Until your music career by itself can pay for your regular living expenses, you shouldn't even be thinking about leaving your day job, all right? Trust me, I've seen a lot of artists do this, and then they put themselves in a position that they end up finding another job and quit doing music because they thought they could do that, all right? I'm not saying that at some point you won't quit your day job. I'm just saying you have to quit at the right time. So don't just up and quit just because you start getting a little traction, all right? So that's the third thing. Do not quit your day job, all right? So to go over those three things again, the first one is do not mix and master your own music. The second one is do not pay any marketers or promoters without doing research first. And the third thing is do not quit your day job, all right? These are very, very important. I wanted to make this video just to highlight these 3 things because, like I told you guys earlier, I have witnessed so many artists become discouraged, so many artists become depressed, so many artists who outright quit doing music because they fell into one of these 3 traps and they couldn't get out of it. They couldn't recover from it. They couldn't be at peace with it. So they ended up quitting and deciding not to do music at all. I don't want that for you as an independent artist. I want you to be successful just like any other independent artist out there. So just make sure you're focusing and doing everything that you can to not fall for these 3 traps, all right? I myself do music full time. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful to God that God has put me into a position to be able to do that. But one of the biggest reasons I'm able to do that now is because I followed those 3 things. I did not do any one of those things, all right? I made sure that I put myself in a position to succeed. Now, if you're an independent artist who's looking into quitting your day job and you don't know exactly all the different things that you have to do to put yourself in a position to quit your 9 to 5, definitely grab my ebook here. This ebook will show you 13 steps to jumpstart your music business so that you can put yourself in a position to leave that 9 to 5 job. It's the same 13 steps that I took to put myself in a position to do music full time, and I want the same thing for you. So if you want to know how to do that, definitely grab this ebook here. It'll show you the way like the Lion King, all right? But that's pretty much it. That's all this video was about. I really just wanted to highlight those 3 things for you. Make sure that you're cognizant and aware of those 3 things so you don't fall into the same mistake that I have watched other artists fall into over the years, all right? But that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Yeah, I made it every day. I'm celebrating. I just keep on elevating. Man, I got no limitations, and there's nothing that can change it. Cause my power is amazing. So I keep the praises going up. Ain't the blessings I be I be working every session. Ain't afraid of any weapon. I'ma teach the boys a lesson. Cause it's amazing. So keep the praises going up. You already know what time it is.